Right, peeps, we're going to get going. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming on. Anybody who comes on later on, hope you enjoy it. Right, my fig.
Going on.
This year was the first year with growing my fig tree outside and getting fruit, which is what I wanted. Obviously, because I wanted the fruit from my show, and it worked in the sense. I don't know if I could display it, but they obviously weren't ripe. They were brown. But I've since found out, which we'll come on to later on, how to get the brown figs. But reading up on them, what you got to do is take them all off. So the nourishment then obviously goes into the plant itself. Because these ain't going to turn brown. So that's all them lot off. Somebody else, quick facts about trying as a fan against the wall or as a bush in a container. Obviously what I'm doing. Prune along bare branches hard in spring. Retain shoots with overwintered fruitlets at their tips and little chaps. Pinch out new shoots in early summer. Hard pruning encourages vigorous growth. Ah, a ripe one. Now, how did I do that? We'll come on to that later on. Nicked this off the internet a couple of days ago, Andy Wright. Got to ring the bell as I've finished the radiography treatment, even though there is no cure for me. This was an emotional time for me, especially as it was the birthday of one of my granddaughters. It's Matilda's 7th birthday. Andy, thinking about you, mate. One of our original Zoomers. Good man. Right, I had to get rid of the motor. It's now gone. Two car family, couldn't afford it anymore. So I got rid of the little chap. Served me well. In the end, I used car whale. You got to give him a reserve price. That's my mate who does all the work for us. This is 1,500, and it did eventually go for 1,862, as you can see there. Originally, I started with these motorway, and the same as the one I ended up with. Both of them you have to send photos of front, back, sides of the car, every photo, every tyre, scratches, and all this crap. And halfway through doing the motorway one, they come back and says your car's too old. And they just finished, cut me off. So they can suck egg. Right, the Fish and Taker plants on the website. If you remember last year, or this year I should say, I did Ajax for the first time. And the Fish and Taker sites, there's a few people asked me where I got them from. And they've got them on their catalogue now. And you can buy them already. Obviously they ain't got them in yet, but you can buy them. There's only one other place I know, but you can't put an order in yet. They have to wait for you to get them. But they are a nice flower. If you remember, these are me Gladys what I put in the show this year. There was one Ajax. Only got the one. And my prims. And these are done well and all. So I was impressed with Ajax, so I'm getting some more. Right, what do we see there, troops? Looks like a cowboy, don't it? Let's zoom in. It's got to be something to do with gardening. Yes, it is. There's his garden. I thought that was a brilliant setup, how they've done it. This picture works for your mind, doesn't it? We're back on the old figs, looks like it. In spring, cut out any dead crossing or weak branches. This is like any fruit you're growing. Before growth starts, retaining those with tiny fruitlets at the top. If the branching sparse, then cut unbranched shoots to a 1-inch stub to encourage replacement growth. Prune over long, bare branches or shoots back to 2 or 3 inches to encourage growth. Replacement shoots to carry the fruit the following year. In June, pinch back young shoots as soon as they develop 5 or 6 leaves. This will encourage branches formation and embryonic fruitlets. On shoot tips that will become next year's crop. Stop doing this by midsummer as a result in new growth may not have time form tiny fruitless before the end of the growing season. Right, Gladys, this was last week. Probably, yeah, 8 or 9 days ago. Started getting the chaps up. They've all dried off nicely. They've been in there 2 or 3 weeks. So all the nourishment has gone back into the core myself. Just laying them out in the sun. The gaps I've got are the ones that don't make it. So they'd been binned earlier on. Because you've got the winds, I've put all the gladdies down the bottom. That was last week. And I finished my box of sangria off with my fruit. There's also gladdies up the other corner because of the wind. That was a happy firework. Getting these up as well, these gladdies. I've collected all the straw off the top. Some of the straw is broken down, which is to the raised bed's good. The straw that has broke down, I've just collected that up. Got all them gladdies up and they're drying on the top as well. Started getting them up in the largest raised bed, top of the garden. That's got them lot up. Just that one in the back. And what I'm doing here, I'm wedging the label in the end for myself. So I've got the date on. When you come up, superb purple, white inner. Because if you remember, I did have all these names, but my names come off. I had a soft bloody pen. The weather jogged. Got the date on again. Good blue and white. One of them I entered into the show. I could get him name looking at all the emails and it won't add him off, but too much bloody hassle. And there's my proper marker pen, original one. Remember the dates they went out. So there's the difference. They've got a good pen. It's still on there. Bloody nothing from China. Right, the last bed, getting them lot up. Loads of cormorants on him. And that and all the bloody cormorants started shooting as well. Strange. Got a talk tomorrow, so I had to go get me another dollop of spent coffee grounds in Tesco. Exactly the same as tea bag. I would them up, love them out. Well, if you remember the last Zoom, when Paul gave me a ring and I went up his allotment and he gave me a load of grapes. Good lad. Just having a pair of these. I picked up, in fact, it was that one I did pick up when I turned him over, because I picked that bag out and then turned him over. And I saw these two chaps. So I took them up to the greenhouse, put them on the pepper, saw them out. Any small ones, bad ones, I'll take off. So all these are getting pricked out individually into there, so I know I'm good in. But I've got me a good dollop. Put them in a bowl of water. Crap always floats to the top, so that's all I did. Just fill the bowl up, and eventually all the crap went out. That's it, nearly got rid of it. This is a trial because I had a good dollop. This is for 2 gallon I'm doing, so this is a green grape, obviously. And also going in was 800 gram of wheat soaked overnight. 1 kilo of seedless raisins. And the amount of sugar, 1 kilo. Plus 1 kilo of grapes. It was 1.5, so that's why I did the 2 gallon. But you've got to smash these up, help them out. Looks like mushy paste. You also got to do it with seedless raisins. Put a bit of boiling water and it works better. It just helps you out doing it. Put your sugar in, and obviously that's got to dissolve, so putting that boiling water in helps you out again. It's about 8 minutes stirring, but it does dissolve everything. But this is going to be a good brew. So that was the crushed wheat. That'll be soaking overnight. Bung that in. Any more fat in the deep fryer? Porridge goes in it for the birds. Look after the chaps. They love it. Right, back in the garage. I need some more trays out. Plus, bulbs have got to go out with tulips. If I remember the last time I got these up, split them into two lots, tall and short. Obviously, the tall ones go at the back of the raised beds. Back onto the gladdies. Tulips was bunged into the greenhouse ready. We've got another nice day again, so I'm going to sort out the gladdies again. So just chopping another 2 inches off the top and then put the labels back in. So that's all them lot up. Alright, this is when it to cool down. Put your wine yeast and your nutrient. Now this is a new one for me because you have to buy these separate normally, but now they've done a combined one, which is weird. Anyway, that's what it says in the tin, so that's what we do. Make it up to 2 gallon. You're stirring that daily for 10 days or a week. Yeah, cover, stir daily for 10 days. Right, my cormlets from this year, that's how they've ended up. And at the side, them will have to come in soon because I want to dry them out. Right, this is the next morning. You can see how good that's brewing already, how thick it's getting. Then when you give it a nice stir. Oh, welcome to Wales. Leave your car here and walk. It'll be quicker. Why did I put that on? Because I've got a tour coming up in Wales. This was last week, don't forget. So the tour was last Wednesday, 4th of October. I took some prims down for them. Asked me for any goodies I could take for them. I mean, Delphinium seeds, the blue ones. Put them down and all. I went here about 2 years ago. Brooks Garden Club in that's Seedwayne village near Newtown. Paid them in the Irish nearly 2 hours to get there because of the rain, the bloody floods and whatever. But we finally got there. As you can see, it's still daylight when I ended up. But this is the only club I've ever been to, and there's not one gentleman in the club. I'm all women. Well, don't matter. They enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. They said we'll have you back in a couple of years' time. Good on you. At least I'm still going. Right, Cave Gooseberries, done well with them this year. They do turn left out like this. Because obviously I had to get them off and open them up, and they were still a bit green. So I've just left them on here. These have been in about 7 days now, 10 days, and they are turning the colour they're supposed to be. Just a nice reddy orange. So I had them with yogurt in the morning. With Highness, I'm still collecting the comfrey, grass cuttings, and nettles. I need them. Right, I've got to sort these out. My gladies, that is. So I get my tray because I want paper underneath to catch the cormlets. I don't then drop it through the washes itself, so it's hanging onto the lot. If they're the same strain, then I'll put them in the same one. If they're not, then I'll partition. So sheet, these were a good one last year. This year, sorry. I've still got the date that they bunged in. And when they come up, so I can work out roughly for next year. I'll be doing them again. And that's just turning over, say, 3 or 4 inches with a handful and then leveling off. Because the squirrel's coming out, bedding his bloody nuts. I've got to try and persuade him, stop him. Our new venue, got to sort this out tomorrow. Well, I've got to sort me. I've got a talk in the morning, 9:30, and we've got transport depot. I'm coming to pick our metal container up. And originally he was going to bung it down there, but there's 2 drains at the back when I've cleared all that crap out. So now we're going to put it, we can get it lengthways on there without coming over the edge. So it's still got car parking okay. Only need to get in there on show day before. So we ain't bothered about people parking inside. I've got to go to the transport bloke tomorrow because we got it sorted for Tuesday. But I ain't got no help until Tuesday afternoon, so I've got to talk him into doing Tuesday afternoon. So I should be there before he opens. Plus, I've messaged him anyway on my answer phone, so he should know what I'm on about. But that's where we had our meeting, and that was our first meeting last Thursday. First time there, good little setup. They put that projector up for us, obviously with the screen, but now they've got the overhead projector working, which is a better picture. So I've sorted that one out for us as well. But there's only 2 people or 1 couple that I couldn't get hold of. I knew everybody else, so I'd got them. But in the end, really good turnout. Darren Rudge, Teabags, Bars and Ties, Part 3. He's got another 4 parts, so he's gone for another 4 years. And he'll have 2 more by the end of them as well. But he's a good lad. He's got a sense of humour. You can get him laughing. But Boston night. And it was near enough a full house. That was half time for the grub. People to get a drink at the bar for Boston night. Cheers, Darren. Everybody enjoyed you. Right, tulips have got to go out. Obviously, I've got my gladios up here, so I'm doing them 3. Then they all go in there yet, but we'll sort that out later on. So the tawns, short, same as everything, I'll squash them. And like that one, if your thumb goes through, open the skin up, and that's why your thumb's gone through. You're just checking it. If they're nice and solid, then you know. And some of them are telling you, plant me out, they've already started shooting. There's another one, might you get away with that? I've got enough balls, I'll bin it, just be on the safe side. So the big ones go at the back, and then the next side up to that, on the back as well. These are from the tall ones, and obviously the small ones. So there's got a bit of a issue, so they go straight in the bin as well. Roses are doing well. This was last week. I started, because I'm still feeding. If they're still growing buds, then I'm going to keep feeding. And all of them are still flowering. Well, same as everything. Feed them. Right, getting these out. So there's my 4-inch, 5-inch, obviously up about there. So these are the back of my man down about 5-inch. From so I can see them, then I know these are got to go in the middle of them lot. Bit of fish bone and bone, sprinkle across the top, and then you just going in with the hand fork over the top of that 1/2 inch. Just spreading that over. That'll do for a bit. Put my rabbit muck back on top of my straw, then net him down, peg him to the squirrels. Right, as soon as I fill these trays, they go in the greenhouse. I did cut this back a bit later on, so when they're stacked, there's air circulation. Obviously, with the trays got holes in them. I'm just separating different. Last bed I've done there, so he's nearly finished. Cut another 6 inches off the tops again. Yeah, I mean, some people snap these straight off as I am now. I'll give them another week, then snap them off, and then separate the corners. So that'll be next week. There's some good sized little chaps on some of these. So that's me building up with my gladies in the greenhouse. Ajax, so that was from this year. And there's quite a few cormorants on them as well. What's that? So she impressed with them as well. These are to give away. The ones I've trialled were they didn't come up to what I wanted. I mean, I'm still good. That's why I'm going to give them away. I've got a tour coming up. Is it end of this month? Well, that's on Gladys term beginners. So we give them away to them. Another superb white frill pink outer. That one's the same. There's quite a few of them. Obviously, they know the name of the chap again. So all the beds now, all the straw is collected while it's broken down, or any cormorants that are dropped in, I'll pick them up. Otherwise, they'll be spurting for next year. So I'm going to stack these up eventually. But I've got them up at the right time. We've had some good rain recently, and last night was a frost frost as well. So I might have been a bit late getting them up from this time last year. So this bed as well, just getting the straw up off all of them. Now I've got a top dress beds. First one, I'll pack them up. Beautiful stuff. And luckily, it's the nuggets. Any big lumps, then I'm going to break that down as well. This is beautiful stuff. There's no strength in it. It means it ain't going to burn anything. Next one was seaweed. Sprinkle seaweed on top of that one. Roll is biochar with his shredded muck. Another excellent brew. And there's a dried shredded goat muck. Then my leaf mold. This is the leaf mold I've been getting for the past year. This is the stuff been broken down. There we are. And there's my rock dust. Bung that on. Then I've got to add the straw. Then it gets a good soaking. Perfect. Running out of rock dust, so I went down the shed. There's only 4 bags left. So just in case I don't have any more, I bought the 4 bags. When I run it, I used to get it by the ton. Same with the worm casts and the spent mushroom compost. Well, I think them 3 are going out the window. Right, weed suppressant. This is kept from last year, but it did go a bit naff. They only last about 2 or 3 years. But it is porous, as you can see, so when it is out, it does get the rain because it's got no roots on there. But don't you see, it's brittle. So in the end, I did clear it all off. But I don't mind make the squirrel editing anyway. But all the beds was done exactly the same, with the same brew and everything. So over the winter, I don't know snow, but the rain will work that through. Right in the garage, I had a quick nose, and I saw these on the top of the bars in the garage. Perfect. Them will do me. These ain't been used at all. So I'll just measure out, mark with my felt pen where it's going to cut, and then cut it. That's holding them down before I can get some pegs. Oh, look at that. Cheese sauce. Very draft. That's tater mashed. obviously, with a swede and sweet potato. Superb. Right. I looked closer a week after I took these big ones off. And on the new shoots, the small ones coming, i.e. have a pea size, which the fruit, that'll be fruit for next year. Don't forget this is going to be looked after overwintered in the greenhouse. So when they do forecast a mild frost, it'll be in the greenhouse before we get it. But these pea-sized one, these will fruit next year and be ripe for our show. That's how you get them right. Learn that. Right, that's the first bit I put down. Bloody squirrel come along. Buried his bloody nuts. So that was the one way to get through a piece of piddle. So I had to replace it. Black tape from Wilco. Where am I going to get my black tape from? That's where my pegs are going. Two beds done. I need someone to keep that down. So B&Q, that'll stop him getting in. And everything else that's about. The big bed in the middle, because this bed was too wide. I had to do a bit of sewing. But I can't sew, so that worked. Perfect. Just measuring out for another bed. And with the weed suppressant. Put a bit of tape on. Put some holes in. Ready to peg down. Starting again with my alpaca and everything else. I'm just breaking this up by hand, so I've got small lumps. Perfect. Beautiful stuff. Remember last Zoom, I got a new alpaca farmer I found. It's free, but it's outside and you've got to dollop it yourself. So it has been raining, it's a bit muddy. But the bags of flogs I'm dry inside and it's all the pellets and that's what I want. Easier to spread. Plus them dry, less weight. And you always give you extra bags anyway. If you have a farmer's worth. Good lad. Yeah, I've got to go in Pet's motor. So I've got to be careful, obviously. But normal top dressing, good watering. Right, this is doing the paper run in the morning. And just took a photo of these two in the sense. There's two families in here. But it's just to show that we're losing our gardeners. Because we haven't done gardening on the school's massive curriculum. Oh, it's got to be 7 years ago now it should have come on. We've lost 2 generations of gardeners, as you can tell by this. Not many people are interested. Still stirring daily. Pin 45 inch. I've done this on all of them, so I know the height for when I do them. If I'm giving away my rhizomes or the seed, which I'm also taking this year, and I'll tell people the height of them. Late fruit in raspberries, still picking them from the morning as well. Right, that's my last bed. Now this bed I'm going to use for me stump carrots next year. Blackberry still opening up, well, still fruiting. Well, I saw this chap, that's a close-up of the seed, just opening up, meaning if you don't collect it, you're going to lose it. I thought, what was the chap? And then I had a look at this photo when it come on my laptop, and I thought the label's still in your tit, who never knows. So I did. Albuca Shori. He's one of them yellow chaps I had from an event I get to talk to. And the plants say on there, obviously. So I'm going to say the seed. There's a little chap. They're a Boston colour. Then you can see through them as well. So these are at the front. So they're not going to block anything at the back. You can see through them. And that was me sunflower. It's finished. So I've hung him up for, I think it's the blue tits, like sunflower seed. I'm sure. This is last Sunday going out for a Sunday dinner because it was a nice warm day. We hadn't got the cold chill then. This is the barn owl. So I was driving. Tried a shipyard, low tide. That means low alcohol. To say it was non-alcohol or low, water bag drink. Well, that's all I needed. That was my main drink. That's my starter. Yorkshire pudding filled up with gravy. Then get another dollop of gravy for the rest of my dinner. Frosty. The barn alley buster. Dog friendly. Obviously, we got to look for dog friendly places now. But that was a back garden. It was huge. Obviously, because it was a nice day. If it was enough, I did have a place inside to get your dogs in. In fact, we did eat in there and then come out after with a Russian. We had our pudding out there and all. Bit of alpaca muck on the lens, wipe that off. What was here? This bush plant, whatever it is, don't know what it is, but it was loaded with butterflies. And there's hordes of them. It was always close to get a photo of them. They all cleared off. But somehow the butterflies loved it. Right, then I thought I'd try me a Bex when I went to have another drink. After the pudding. I'm just zooming in on that one. Just under half a pint, £4. So I've got a full pint, £8. Go on, penny. Fruit off me puddings. Right, moving venues. So this is the photo I showed our new premises where our home is. I says, can we put something like this up on the front of your place? I had to go and have a meeting with the gaffer, the chairman last week, and we got on well with him. He says, no problem whatsoever. That's where I asked for it to go. But obviously, if there's nothing there, there's a reason for it, and that's where they put their little soldiers for Remembrance Day. And there was nothing behind it. So I'm going to let us have a flag that size, 4x6, over there. That's a home of Colligate Garden Club. We don't know. And that's where the skip was going. This was 2 days before. I thought, well, I've got to clear that crap out. Push that over so you get the skip in. So I got all the crap out. And I cleared all this. Then found the 2 drains, but they must have known about them. Banana skins overnight in rainwater. The house plants. Normal crap. Still doing my composting. After dinner, went down, finished off. Because they got a funeral. The pub itself, the car park was bloody full, meaning I couldn't push this framework right over because that mini was there. That's to give us room to get our skip down here. But I cleared all that lot ready. As you can see, I'll get her about 3 inches between her motor and the framework. Right, got to get these out again soon now that the winds are cleared off. So I'm getting the spirit level ready. So I'm going up there and down here. Right, if you pick dead flowers off like in here when you're dead eggy, if it's a canna, just make sure you hold the seed before you pull that flower off. Because if you don't, it'll pull the seed out with something else I've learned. So just keep hold of the seed head with your other hand and the flower will come off. So pulling these out, and I'm getting them in a nice feed. Bougainvillea, put him back outside again. Obviously, because we had a first frost last night, he's back in the greenhouse again. But everything was getting a feed. This is when we had that warm weather last week. Everything. So we get your pots or your raised beds. They're going to dry out quicker. That was the last feed these had. This was last week as well. That's when I went down to measure that. And Ron, when she lives at the place, so his brother bar is going to do us he's got a contact for these, and he's going to do us a free sign as a welcome gift. Here's a good Titanic entered on its original journey to Dudley Railway Station, 1911. So that was made in Netherton, just up the road from us, and I'm taking that to Dudley Railway Station. That's a bit far away. Can we get a bit closer? Thank you. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 osses. And don't forget around here, it's all bloody hills. That's why nobody's got a push board. So the mosses did a good job. Notice the kids, well, and the men, everybody wore a bloody cap in flat cap. Another carrot up for Ocelot. Right, these not need jobbing. So they've all been jobbed. Top of the lot. And then we got a couple of days after that drying off, so they're not going to get too wet. Right, that raised bed at the top of the garden, that's going to be filled with my carrot mix out of these. Perfect. So I get the cover off him. So I've just lifted that one into a bucket. Don't forget these are bottomless pots. I don't want it dropping out. Got him up there. Get a close up on them. You know, seeing the sand that's in there mixed with it. Perfect. So that's going to be drainage or whatever. Now I'm going to do the next one is going in there. I've got all these carrots. It'd have been nice if it was just in. Still going to use them, still going to hate them. So you've got quite a bit in there. So go back on him. He was mixed to the depth of the fork. So 8th of the 5th, that's when I sowed these with him. Remember, originally I was a bit late in sowing, so I cheated and I started him off in the greenhouse in plastic drinking cups. So I got away with 2 of them. So that did work in a sense because they caught up. I managed to job them. Right, the last one I had, which was the one straight onto the ground, quite a bit of roots on, so I took them out, composted them. Good mix, that's brought up a good level. With all raised beds drop down every year with the compaction of the rain. Right, that's all the beds done. Perfect. Somebody else out of the road. Well, all the large beds. These lot again, see how much these dropped with as well. So all the straw that I because I can use that again after when I finished. Just took off, netting back on. Right, this is my self setter, sweet pepper from earlier on in the year. I don't know when it come out. I planted some of it up, obviously with my own compost. And I recognise the leaf as a pepper. So I made my own grow bag out my own compost. And it started to turn yellow. So I jobbed in. Got a lime and Ben used it then, but he's in New York for a bit. So yeah, he used it. And my lemon, because it's indoor, I'm going to misspray then. There's no sun on them. These chaps that I can't get me tulips, because I've still got the flowers, trained petunia in my raised beds. So I'm going to start them off with the greenhouse first. Still going to get them in, but they'll be inside instead of outside. That's what I was looking at there. Pet soys through a bloody fit. I said, look at the size of him. He's just looking at me. I said, no, you're looking at him. I had to move him. So I'm just making clover compost with a fistful, not much vermiculite added. Luckily, 12 pots fit perfectly into a spent mushroom tray. I think these out will borrow them out of the skip down our zone back of the fruit shop. Any stuff to throw away. Just bung them in. Perfect. In the smaller ones, just full size seed tray, bit of paper on the bottom, 15 tray insert, and any plastic drinking cups. Perfect. And a nice way to it. Filling up again. I wanted to empty this ready for my canister. Probably I'll go into. But this job's got to be done. That one there, that was very good. So I'll bung it in the bin. With the dog done. That's 3 trays. The small ones give him a good way to it. Greenhouse temperature, rainwater. There's a little chap still drying off in the greenhouse. Okay, gooseberries. Turning. Got to start the gladioli up, otherwise I'd run out of room. But we haven't got air movement. Because if it's not raining, he's open, and this window. That one is wedged open as well with a large bottle. Oh, I need room in tunnel. So that spent coffee grounds there, the dried. We've got to collect them up. Quick stir. Trophies for our presentation. I have to get them engraved. So legged them down. 3 days later, you give us a team all ready for you. Good lad. Another good job out of the way. Right, my little yellow little chaps. I forgot the name already. I'm just holding them and then cutting the seeds off, collecting them so they don't drop off. I mean, there's a few dropped off, but it don't matter. I just want these chaps to give away at our garlic club. That's before I knew what the name was. Then I wrote it down. Oh, look at that. Steak and onion butty. With a bit of gravy. Don't know mustard. Right, these lot are coming very soon. And then, that's where they're going. So he's got to get out the road. He's dry all the way through. So upended him there. So that'll go back in the shed. This will go in the greenhouse. That'll give me room. I moved all these, as you can see. I can only just see. I finished just as it was getting dark. And after I picked all the worms up underneath as well, put them in my bin. And there's all the pots from down the side. So I managed to get all in there. Just put them back, 2 lines on them down there. Perfect. This is that fig I've chopped open. That's how it's supposed to look. How did I get it like that? Well, I cheated a bit because I was flogging them in the door when I went shopping. So I bought them. So hopefully this year, that's how they'll end up with them ones I got now, which are pea size. Ireland, New Zealand, excellent. Unlucky Ireland, you played well against them. Done well with the Boston game. And that was frost. They didn't forecast the frost last night. It's supposed to go down to 3. That was a load of crap because there's a frost on the car. And all these are covered as well. This is speakers I've got for next year for our garden club. I always do a talk because we have the AGM, get that gov out of the way. Plus, I'm still umming and ahhing yet what to do. This is going on our website so people know what they're going to. John Berrington, we've had him a few times now from up. Crewing lives. Now their garlic club finished as well, so that's another garlic club that's been jobbed. He's a good speaker, and like myself, he does different talks, and he puts new talks together. And tell him as soon as you've got a new talk, this is a show. But we've got him a year on the plot. Justin Harrison, Spring Splendor, we've had him 3 times now. Obviously, he does talk for each season, so we've got to cut him again. May bring a boy. We used to have late June. Well, June was getting too late, so we brought that forward. Then we got me again, and I'm doing growing cannas for beginners. I should have that ready for them. I did 2 talks this year as well, in the sense, because the money I save, I'm not doing talks. Plus, I've taught Mike into doing the talk this year as well. So the money we saved on them 3 pays for our entertainer, the presentation, like a good entertainer, not just somebody who sings, whatever. He's a comedian, magician, and a singer. And I want to do it again, same again next year, if I can get away with it. Darren Rudge, who we have this year, we've got him again next year, part 4. Samantha Oakes lives just round the corner on hellebores. Her hobby works at Ashwood Nurseries on John's back garden. I forget his name. Alison Colvin, another one I got on Orchid Talk and Demo. First one I found on Orchids. Neil Malaby, Year with Dailies. You see them to a local, because I'm only charging 50 quid. She lives just round the corner. It's charging 80 quid. Don't matter. I'm going to look further afield now for speakers. Speakers are getting hard to come by. There's just quite a few getting old and they've stopped talking. And there ain't many new speakers coming through. Still, everybody's in the same boat. England tonight. Okay, well done there, boys. Good on you. I'm afraid that's it, people, for tonight. It's a short one. But at least it's past 50 minutes. There ain't no zoo next week. It'll be the week after, which will be the 29th. So hoping you can come in for that one. Suzanne, yes, oh, let's go in. If anybody's got any photos, just bung them along and it'll extend it.
Mick,
Yes.
you know when you pick the figs off them, man,
Did
you get any sap on you?
No.
The reason I'm asking is because Joe picked some off and she said the sap burnt her.
That the white sap.
Yeah.
I did see it on the end, but no.
Yes. Yeah, she said it burnt, proper burnt her like.
Good deal. That's something to look out for then.
So be careful with that.
Because it is a proper white milk colour, ain't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Good to know. Thank you, sir. Anybody got any questions or anything you want to bring up?
Yeah, just one thing. Yeah, the canna you showed, firecracker or firework or something?
Yeah. Happy firework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, I sent you pictures today. But it's a canna that's been in the ground for 10 years in another plot that I know of. And it's been there for 10 years and it's for the first time this year, but it's massive.
For the first time?
Yeah, and it's the exact same one as that.
Oh.
And it's got seed on it. It's open pollinated.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep the seeds and send them to you.
Oh.
And send you some pics.
I'll have a nose or tomorrow.
No.
But you got to pick the seed when they're black.
Yeah, there's only been one flower on there ever in the time it's had it. Now there are 3 flowers, and one of them has already flowered and it's got 1 berry on it, 1 seed pod.
Oh.
So I'm going to leave it another week take the seed pod,
Yeah.
send it to you. You can try it out if you want.
Oh,
And it's the firecracker one or something, but really, really fine flower petals.
yeah. Because we also found out tonight, but the other chap is a canna man. Like I should have, the ones I'm keeping for seed, well, I'm all throwing seed. I was going to keep the seed heads off, but I should have took the seed off earlier on. Because there's some still not mature, you know, them not dark, like dark brown, which the seeds would be black. And my mate says just cut them off the stem and put them in water, as though it's just a normal flower, and it will
Yeah.
carry on ripening off that way. That's
And
it.
that's the way I do my dahlias.
Oh,
Yeah, dahlias, yeah.
yeah,
Once they go like cone shape,
yeah,
if it's a good enough seed, just I cut it off and put it in water and it dries out completely, like into a star.
yeah.
But I've sent pictures to you. I think I sent them. I took them anyway. I'll see if I send them tonight. If I haven't, I'll send them tonight as well. But it's you're going to dig him up and see if we divide him, if he flowers quicker or not. But we didn't know. So I said I'd ask you tonight.
Mm,
It's like a clump of nearly 25, 30 stems. And
oh,
it's right next to a compost bin. So it's been growing there for 10 years. He's had the garden for 10 years and it was there.
yeah.
Should we split it or leave it?
You could split, just put as soon as it starts up again. You know, he's starting into growth, and he'll throw a shoot when he's ready. As soon as he throws a shoot, whatever, just put a spade straight through him, split it that way, and get them up. Then pot them on into pots just to start them up.
Okay.
But that's got to go into a cold greenhouse.
No, he's got a cold greenhouse. I've got a cold greenhouse. But
Yeah.
it's like massive now next to his compost bin. And he's
Mm.
got the trumpet lilies,
Oh,
the big white ones.
yeah.
And he wants to put them in between them. He's got
Oh,
about 20 of them, and he wants to put them just a little bit in front of them, but between every plant. And he said, "When do I do it?" And I said, "I think now," but I wasn't sure
yeah.
because it's just in the earth, never
Mm.
been mulched or anything.
See, with my, well, with all the cannas, it's like the Alstroemeria. They'll keep flowering all through summer till the first frost. If that was a good frost last night, that would have jobbed everything. That's when you take your cannas in. You chop them down to about 2 or 3 inches, and then put them in the cold greenhouse. And
Okay.
you don't water nothing, just leave them, let them dry out. And he'll tell you next March or something when he's ready, and you start throwing shoots. Then a couple of weeks after that, that's when you split them, put them on. Then you start watering, but it's very little water. But last year, that many people, because we had a good frost, well, the council lost them. Everybody had lost Summit last year, and that is one of the questions this afternoon on the canna site. This woman had hers out, and I looked after them. Had left the plants out, chopped them, mulched them, but they never flowered this year. And he said it was the cold weather, that cold frost we had, even jobbed them, although they got a good mulch over them. Because we had -7 and -8 here, and if you live in the sticks, the frost is going to be even worse. And he says they won't flower. You've got to protect them, proper protect them. Although the three I'm leaving
And that's
out,
probably it, then.
they are up against the fence. So there's a bit of protection, but I should still put a good dollop of mulch on them. But as soon as I get the first frost on them, then I'll chop them and put them in the greenhouse.
And that's probably it then, because it's the first time they flowered in the second time it flowered in the 10 years he is there.
Yeah.
But they just stay outside. He doesn't cover them or anything, just in the ground.
Mm.
So maybe that's it.
You got to look after them. Yeah. I mean, they're going to
Yeah.
survive before they flower, aren't they? If you pamper them, split them, feed them, then they're going to get a flower. It's nature in it. Just look after them.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Yeah. Okay then, people.
Okay. See you, Mick. Thank you.
Thanks for joining.